Hi everyone. Hope you're all well. Yeah, so lovely day yesterday at the Waffle House in Axminster. Beautiful day, really, really lovely, lovely and sunny. It never seems to take so long coming back on the bus. I don't know why. It's the middle of the afternoon as well when there's more traffic, but yeah, always all of a sudden I was in Bridport. I was like, oh, I was enjoying looking out the window, lost in my thoughts. I wanted to share something this morning. It's probably going to be a bit more of a chat than anything else. I I work with. I probably know. I work with a friend quite closely. She's very very spiritual, and all that. She does a lot of moon ceremonies, fire ceremonies, all this sort of thing. Anyway, we're doing work with Archangel Michael at the moment, and I set an intention. I've always kind of had a fear of the dark and the unknown, and one of my intention. Well, my intention was for him to cut the cords that cut the cords of fear that of the darkness, of the dark and unknown. So that was that really. And when Mum was here, when she was kind of dying, really, I guess, and that was been about the beginning of December time, perhaps first week of December, something like that. No, because it was my dad's birthday on the 14th of December, and it was the first one without him, because he died the previous date, like the April last year. And I can remember Mum saying to me, just say happy birthday to him once. So I was like, yeah, okay. Because I always do like happy heavenly birthday and all that. So I did that. And then I can't remember when. I mean, she must have gone downhill after that, really, because I remember she was in hospital on the 20th of December, something like that. Anyway, it was so quick, I can't really remember. But I remember being kind of mindful of not going too mad with Christmas decorations, because it was our first one without him, and she was staying with me. But also having a little bit of joy there, if you like, because John was coming for Christmas. And I haven't got this massive all singing, all dancing tree. I've just got this little, it's like a twig tree, if you know what I mean, from Dunelm. I mean, it's not even not even as tall as me. And it's flat, and I laid it against the brickwork there, and it's got like little subtle lights on the along the branches. So it's quite, chic and tasteful, if you like, nothing too mad, like too, huge. It's too small there anyway. And I just had a few little lights along the what do you call it, TV stand, and Mum had bought her nutcracker, her nutcracker man, and a couple of other things. I think I put, her little, she loved her little nativity scene with Jesus, Mary, Joseph, and the sheep and what have you, and the wise men. So that was out, and I can remember her saying to me, "Oh, you're a bit over the top, aren't you?" And I said, "But Mum, I've got John. Oh yeah, of course, John coming. Yes, yes, yes." Anyway, when she was kind of bedbound, I can remember I had this massive LED star, like a snowflake, actually, not star, snowflake, up at the bedroom window. And I had to replace it with so many batteries so many times, because it was on all night, because Mum wanted the reassurance of a light. And actually it was quite lovely, because obviously it was Christmas and you got the snowflake light and everything. It was really lovely. And I can remember one night it didn't work, or it was a bit dim, and I said, "Oh, I must get some more batteries, because I was run out." And she said, "Oh, it's very dark," so we put like the little night light on. Anyway, obviously then she died, and John was here, so I didn't need to have the light on. And then when he went home, I thought, "Oh my God, I need my table lamp on. I need to have a night light to go off to sleep." I think I'd got so dependent on it. And obviously she died in just after Christmas, 27th of December. So by the time John went, it was second week of January, something like that. So I had my little table lamp on. I mean, if I woke up in the night, which I always seem to anyway, I would turn it off about sort of 4 o'clock, and sometimes go back to sleep. But it was on. It was on every single night, and I kept thinking, "There's nothing to fear. There's nothing to fear." And of course, I'd go to bed with the light on. Anyway, when I did this intention, which was a couple of days ago, I still went to bed with, but I still went to bed with the light on. But I was thinking yesterday when I was coming back from on the bus, I've done this 5:05 there. I've done this intention with Archangel Michael. I really want to sleep without the light on tonight, as in last night. And I did. I went to sleep without the light on. So I thought, oh, Archangel Michael's protecting me. And I always do my little protection prayers and thank yous and stuff. And benevolent beings and don't want anything like that. Anything other than the light. So yes, I'm feeling really good today. I went. What time did I go to bed? About 9 o'clock. And I woke up just after midnight, and I thought, I've had 3 hours sleep. This is madness. But I didn't feel like I could go back to sleep. I don't know. I went to, I had to go up and go to the loo about twice actually. And I think I eventually went back to sleep about 3-4 o'clock. And then I woke up about 5:30. But yeah, so I thought this morning, anyway, I wanted to share that because it just felt so kind of like, they are around us. You really just got to ask for their help. That's all. I'm kind of very long-winded message there, but I like telling stories. But yeah, so I just thought we would use our Archangel Michael cards today because I'm very grateful of his help and his support yesterday, as usual. And I've said thank you to him. I said thank you when I woke up. So yes, let's see what he has to say this morning. And it's the 1st of May as well. And my youngest son is 30. Oh, my baby. So yes. So let's see. Archangel Michael, what would you like us to know today? We are willing to listen. Be the real you. Your greatest power comes from being who you truly are. Don't let anyone sway you from expressing your authentic self. Sometimes we do tend to wear masks, don't we? I think when I was a nurse, you kind of, when I was in the community palliative care, we wore our own clothes to going into people's homes. So that's what we did. But certainly in the hospice that I worked at, we had a uniform on, and you put your uniform on, and you can kind of, I don't know, sort of like be somebody else, perhaps somebody a little bit more. I don't know. I'll say assertive. I don't know. That's probably the wrong thing, but I don't know what I'm trying to say. But hopefully you know what I mean. You can kind of perhaps a bit more confident. Yeah, that's the word. You can just put this and then when I'd come home, I'd take it off and I'd be mum, if you know what I mean. So, where was the time for me really, if you know what I mean. Anyway, be the real you. The range of variation within human existence is a rainbow like none other. It would simply make no sense for me to present myself in a form that only some people can understand. And so, just like the rainbow of human expression, there is an array of Archangel Michael forms. It is a wonder and a joy for me to shift to a form that matches what your heart can embrace. When we in the Archangel realm look at Earth, we are astounded at and in awe of how beautiful the full spectrum of humanity is. When we look at you, we see not just the incarnation you are in now, but in all the incarnations that have preceded it. We see all the people you have been in the past. We see the magical expression of your uniqueness in the now. And we see all the amazing people your continued life here on Earth would allow you to become. Every person on Earth is different from every other. Each of you has chosen to incarnate because you had something to offer that no one else possibly could. Stop judging yourself and instead see yourself through the eyes of someone who loves you dearly. Each and every one of you is needed in this moment, here and now, showing up just exactly who you are. Don't let anyone or anything hold you back. Live your truth unapologetically. Be the real you and be that person right now. Yeah. So there we are. Archangel Michael has spoken. Right, where's my little chakra cards? Because I love these. Right, chakra love. And I've got my fairy cards there. I'll pull one of those as well because kind of May feels like mischievous May, fairy time. Right. Security. Did we have that the other day? Or did we have something else? No. Okay, security. To feel more secure, deepen your connection with nature, and that's the root chakra, which we had the one with the root chakra that came up the other day. And we have, oh my goodness, garnet. That's the crystal. And I think for me, that does resonate, because I did actually feel the safest I've ever been at night time, actually, with Archangel Michael looking after me and not sleeping with the light on. So yes, so that's and this is the fairies. Let's round off. We'll see what the fairies want us to know today. Oh, this came up. I'm sure this came up yesterday. Abundance. Did it? Is it abundance? Prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks you may have. In fairyland and human land, there is enough abundance for everyone. I'm sure that came. So that's another message. Welcome in abundance. Open your arms. I'm open to receiving all the wonderful gifts that the universe has for me. There we are. So, thank you very much. Oh, 11:34. My goodness. Going on a bit, these little readings, aren't they? Like I say, it was a bit more of a chat this first thing. So, yes, have a wonderful day ahead. And I will speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.